Bonjour and welcome or welcome back to my channel, Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing a tarot reading for November for the people who were born under the Hierophant or the Temperance birth card. So I hope you're all doing well. If you don't know what your tarot birth card is, there is a link in the description box below because I've made a video on how to work it out. And there's also another video on what it means for you, so I suggest you watch those two first. I'll try to leave you a card up here, but YouTube's not been playing ball with me and it's not letting me put cards inside my videos at the moment. So it's definitely in the description box below though. So I'm going to be using the Wandering Star Tarot by Kat Pierce, and I've reviewed this deck. I think it's beautiful. I will drop you a link as well in the description box if you want to have a look at the artwork and maybe get the cards for yourself. So let's see what we've got for you, and please do remember that as always this is going to be a general reading, so just take what applies directly to your situation and then just drop the rest. So what do we have for my Hierophants and Temperance squarens, please? So being born under the Hierophant and Temperance, you are under the influence of number 5, which is the number of the disruption of stability, in order to find your true self or your true voice. All right. So we have the Page of Cups, followed by the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, so we have progression in the wand suit here. The Lovers, a major arcana, big energy. Temperance, your own card for some of you. That's interesting. Justice, another major arcana. And finally, the Mother Star, which is, yes, this is an extra card in this deck. Beautiful energy. Bottom of the deck, which is the energy underlying, you may not be aware of, is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so let's talk about this card first. So the Knights represent taking action, they represent things moving forward, generally speaking. And the Knight of Wands is all about passion and desire. This is your spirit, you know, what really ignites you. So the Knight of Wands is somebody, and obviously we're talking energies here, we're not talking gender assigned, okay? So, well, that's interesting. Cards are dropping out. So this is really talking about going after something 200%, very, very fast energy because it's fire, and just following your heart's desire. So this is the energy underneath. So this may well be something subconscious that you're not aware of, that's stirring, you know, in your subconscious mind. Or it could be your spirit team, whoever you work with, so it may be God, the creator, the universe, spirit, your angels, your ancestors, igniting you, pushing you to take action. But that's what's happening underneath. Now, at the core of the matter, we have the Page of Cups. Now, pages, generally speaking, represents news or messages coming your way, but they also represent the desire to learn, you know, to train, to develop into the Knight and ultimately the King. Cups is the emotional realm, so it represents, you know, all of your feelings and emotions, and also your intuition, a certain level of creativity too, water energy. So the Page of Cups, to me, is somebody who's trying to work out their feelings regarding a situation. When I see this card here, it's, to me, you know, trying to work out how you feel about something or someone, okay, so take what resonates. It's the beginning of the process, you know, maybe a new direction as well, because pages do represent this too. So there may be you trying to work out how you feel, but there could also be an impulse in creativity, something new that takes you into a new path. So take what resonates, because it would be different for, you know, who you are basically. But being ruled by the number 5, and obviously Temperance 14 reduces to 5, means changing, you know, moving out of stagnation in order to find yourself. So I'm not surprised to see a page being at the middle of this reading for today. I think that's very suited. Over here we've got the 8 of Wands. Now this is your blind spot. Now this is a very good card because 8 represents advancement, and the 8 of Wands is super fast advancement, and it could be through messages, so text, emails, whatever, phone call. It could be people coming your way, someone coming to you, giving you news, but it could also be you traveling. And this position in the spread is something that's preventing momentum. So for some of you, and it's not going to be all of you, but for some of you, you may be away at the moment, and you may be traveling, or maybe away from home for whatever reason, job, maybe you were called to work somewhere else for a while, and this is preventing momentum because you can't be where you need to be in order to, work out how you feel about a situation, or in order to execute a new direction with some kind of creative plan. So that's what's blocking your momentum. Now there could also be some kind of news that comes your way that blocks you, or it could be someone who's actually traveled to see you that's blocking you. Take what resonates. And over here you have the 9 of Wands. Now this is your best course of action, your advice. The 9 of Wands talks about being strong and pushing. The worst thing you can do with the 9 of Wands is giving up, okay? The 9 of Wands says you are one wand away from a successful completion, because the 10 of Wands, although yes, does have the connotation of burden, it's a successful outcome because you do not lose your wands, you just get them where they need to be. And yes, it's hard, but it was worth it. So the 9 of Wands really is my card of, one more obstacle, one more challenge, one more push. It's a courage card, it's push, don't give up. If you need to ask for support, from your friends, your family, your community, by all means do so. But this is really the card of, something that's testing you, and the advice is to go past it. Now, Temperance obviously embodies this. This is really the pursuit of the middle ground. This is tempering the behavior, so not giving up, not being extreme, just continuing, being steady. And as the Hierophant, if you're born under the Hierophant, it is also that the card of service, of pushing through, so and of role model as well. And this is really the card that shows your strength in that respect, that as a 9 of Wands you may be wounded, but you are not giving up, which is an incredible role model to have, someone who's going for things and do not give up. So I do see that in you guys. Over here we have the core wound that stands in the way. Now, the Lovers is a major arcana, so it's a big energy, and the Lovers is a card of major decisions. Now, yes, the meaning has kind of evolved to sometimes meaning a deep relationship. I'm not getting this message at all in the reading, if I'm honest, but, if for some of you it is what it is, then it would say that, there is a very deep relationship or important relationship that's created a core wound in you. So it may be for some of you, but for others it's a major decision, and it's not a decision like choosing whether you're going to have Chinese or pizza tonight. We're talking about something that's going to have a long-term effect on your life path, and you're aware of it, because people born under the Hierophant and Temperance are very, very wise people, people who think long term, and they understand that every action has a consequence, so you are aware of that. And obviously when we are really aware of this to our core, making a big decision becomes even heavier, because we know this could have repercussions. And so this is something that needs to be looked at, because it's standing in the way. So it could be a fear of making big decisions, It could be something to do with a long-term committed relationship, deep relationship, but there is something here going on with that. Take what resonates. And if it is somebody you have a relationship with, there may be a message here of, if they've come to see you or you've come to see them, that's what's stopping momentum. So you need to look at that. But obviously, you are masters of your lives, okay? I'm just telling you the messages I'm getting from the cards. You do you. In this position here, this is the external influence. that you need to evaluate, and you have Temperance. So again, this is a major arcana. You do have 3 major arcana out of 7, plus the Mother Star, which I consider a major arcana because, well, it's an add-on to the major arcana. So you have more major arcana than you have minors, which means we're dealing with big energies here. And the Temperance card is all about patience, balance, and moderation. And this is for you to assess where is the middle ground. Okay, this is something that you need to pay attention to. So if this is a relationship that's very deep, maybe it's too consuming, something to look at. If it's making a decision, look at it from a moderate point of view. Don't put all your eggs in the same basket, is what I'm hearing. So I'm just telling you because someone needed to hear that. Here we have Justice, which is an unexpected guide or event on your journey. Now, Justice is karma, okay? We have 2 big karma cards in the tarot, Justice and Judgment. And when Justice appears, Justice says that you're going to get what you deserve. This is the card that brings back balance and harmony into your life. Now, I love the Justice card. I'm a big fan of it. But basically, unexpectedly, there may be a karmic lesson that gets repaid through going through all of this. You may have someone who stumbled upon your path and helps you, or an opportunity comes your way because you deserve it. So your spirit team, and to me, the major arcanas represent a direct intervention from your spirit team. They are righting the wrongs. They're opening a door for you or giving you an opportunity. So that it may spur you on forward, you know, with the Knight of Wands, so that you may follow your passion, your desire, and you don't get held back, is what I'm hearing very distinctively here. So this is very positive. You will probably not see it coming, and it will present itself either as a person or as a situation, you know, like an opportunity, a door that opens, and you'll be like, oh, that's sweet, that kind of thing. And then finally, we have the Mother Star. Now, as I said, this is an extra card, and this is the yes card. The outcome is a yes. So whatever you are here for, whatever reason you're here for, if you're saying, is this worth it? Should I go for this? Because with the Knight of Wands, there's that desire to go, to follow something that you want, which obviously can feel destabilizing for you as number 5 people, you know, as I said, with the Hierophant, with the Temperance. You know, the Hierophant, people who are born under this card have a tendency to respect tradition, you know, do things the right way. And people who are born under Temperance seek for the middle ground, for being balanced, and obviously feeling this surge, this desire to do something or pursue maybe a new creative endeavor, or it could be a new relationship. You know, the Page of Cups, I didn't mention it, but it could be someone coming in with you know, news of love. The outcome for your highest good is saying yes, okay? The Mother Star, this is really the card that says you are being looked over, you know, to trust, to not be afraid, and yeah, basically go for it is what this card is saying. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey for the cards with me. If you found this reading resonated with you, please do let me know in the comment box below. I'd like to know if it resonated better than with your sun signs, for instance, because it really matters to me. This is the first time I'm doing readings based on those instead of the sun signs. I'll continue to the sun signs, obviously, but I do think that if you watch your sun sign and then you watch your tarot birth card, you may get a better picture, or you may get at least one reading that resonates better than the other. So do let me know, please. I am so grateful for you stopping by. I really appreciate your time. It's your most precious commodity, so thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.